This program is proudly brought to you by the VAFA Live Official app. With live scores, team stats, player stats and much more. Everything you need for the VAFA in the palm of your hand. Download it from the App Store or Google Play now.
G'day everyone, it's Christian Amento with Complete Sports Management. I'm here at Harry Trott Oval where the Collegians have beaten St Bernard's by 57 points. With me is assistant coach Nick Abbott. Nick, it was a much better performance by foot, I thought, today for you boys. How have you seen the first 6 weeks progress in terms of getting that kicking right and link-up play through the guts?
Yeah, we've had a lot of players rotate through our first and our twos and through availability. So it takes time to gel. We have had new players come into the club, but definitely our disposal by foot today was a lot better in being able to control momentum of the game. When St Bernard's did challenge us, we were able to slow the play down and then get momentum back, and then we could speed it up again.
And I've noticed Taylor Hunt's probably a player that's been able to get some continuity into his games in recent weeks. How important is his leadership and just determination to get the ball forward from that half back?
Tay's a great player, and you forget about Tay missed about 7 months of football. He obviously got suspended for 4 games at the end of the year to miss the grand final as well, and so for him to come off not playing for 7 months, it was always going to take some time. And that first game that he did play was against Old Brighton in atrocious conditions. So he's been 3 games back, and today was just reward for the hard work that he's put in.
And next week will be Old Trinity, who are hovering around the lower end of the ladder. What do you think the message will be from Shane throughout the week to the boys?
You cannot discount these bottom teams in the VAFA with relegation and promotion. These teams are often the more dangerous games, and that was the same against St Bernard's. We knew who they'd beaten, but we also knew that we couldn't take them for granted. We needed to come out, play our style of football, and bring the intensity, and that's what we came to do. So we'll look to do the same thing next week as well.
That's all from me today, guys. Next up, we'll have Liam with the St Bernard's coach.
Thanks, Christian. I'm here with St Bernard's senior coach Mark Riley. Bomber, it was 2 really good quarters from the boys in the middle part of the game, and then sort of the first quarter let them out early, and then the last quarter they sort of got away from you. Is that something that was really the difference between the 2 sides today?
Yeah, it's never one thing. It's a pretty good summary. It was a significant improvement from 7 days ago when we possibly played the worst football that I'd seen in my 4 years at St Bernard's. So I thought the first quarter there were still some signs, even though we didn't get the scoreboard nourishment, and just their cleanliness and they're runners up to grand final 2 years in a row in A grade, and we're coming up and we just didn't quite cope with that pressure around the packs. They hit us hard, and then they could still get the handball out where we were getting hit and dispossessed of the football. But to our guys' credit, I thought our second quarter was the best football we've played in 3 weeks. We started to shift the ball off the line, hit up, and we possibly didn't get the scoreboard reward for how much I thought we dominated that second quarter. And then we gave them a couple of cheapies on half time where they didn't have to work very hard for those goals. And then I thought the third quarter was good again, but their class shone out, their ability to connect with each other from coast to coast, and probably our inability to press that and cut the ball off a short field. I thought our backs defended okay for the amount of pill that came down, but then, balls would fall over the back and they soccer it through for a goal, and that happened 3 or 4 times, and they lift the spirit of the team that gets them and really downs the spirit of the team that gives them up. So overall, we're not content with a 10-goal loss, but at the end of the day, I think it paints a picture of where we're at right at the minute, and where we're at today is advanced to where we were 7 days ago, and so we'll just keep progressing. Some lads were challenged and made significant improvement. I thought it was Jack McNamara's best game for the year. He just competed, and we're not getting much smooth, fluent entry. I thought Jordan Farrell responded well, and we've played 2 first-gamers in the last 2 weeks in Miles Gallant and Nick Dax, and I thought they both showed something. So we'll just keep going to the pond and seeing who's in the under-19s and who's in the reserves, and keep experimenting and finding guys that'll play in the manner that we like them to play at St Bernard's.
So 3 wins to start the season, then back to back to back, 3 losses in a row. Is there anything as a coach you look to change, or you trust the boys, you trust the system that you're working with and leading into next week?
I know the team has changed every week. I think in this point in time a year ago we'd use 28 players and we'd use 38 now. So the team changes organically. We don't wish that upon ourselves, but we've got boys with VFL duties, and all clubs go through this, and we've got boys who are injured. The wrong ones are getting injured, you know. There's a couple you wouldn't mind getting injured, but anyway, that's life. And we looked at changing some positions. We looked at changing our midfield mix. But at the end of the day, we've got what we've got, and we need to conjure up the best possible football out of what we got. We had more inside 50s today last week. It was of better quality. It's still not up to A-grade quality. But it's progressed in 7 days in the right direction. Now we have to sustain the gains we made today and advance them next week and keep going. Because to be completely honest, we're a fair way off the pace, right in the here and now, but football changes quickly.
Yeah. And lastly, we saw during the week Alex McLeod becoming a media sensation. He responded today with 4 goals. Were you surprised by that, Al Mac?
Well, no, I wasn't surprised, because Al's a very good footballer and a very good finisher. And to be honest, we haven't seen the best of him so far this year. I thought he had an excellent game today. In fact, last week I joked with him that grabbing the baby was the only thing he handled cleanly all day. But today was excellent, a great response by Al, and he's a very good player, and the way we like to play, we need him getting on the end of it, running, carrying and finishing with precision.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, Bomber. We're wrapping up here at Harry Trott Oval, where Collegians have run out 57-point winners over St Bernard's.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.